Hi, I'm Anna Johnston and I'm lucky enough to have done several writing courses with the Australian Writers' Centre. I'm now the published author of The Borrowed Life of Frederick Fife, which is about a bizarre case of mistaken identity that gives a lonely old man one last chance at being part of a family. I was offered a 2-book deal by both Penguin Random House Australia and HarperCollins USA. I never ever imagined that I would be a published author one day. My 5-year-old self would have probably liked to be a playwright or a screenwriter, but it's just amazing to be here, and I wouldn't be here without the Australian Writers' Centre. I began with creative writing stage 1, followed by novel writing essentials. Creative writing stage 1 was actually where I met my writing group, who still keep in contact to this day. And so having that community of people around you is just so important. My most valuable takeaway from novel writing essentials was how to structure a story. I found the most useful thing was being put in a group with other writers who had the same goals, and we all fed a lot off each other. We were able to give and receive feedback, which was really invaluable. For me, writing is a little bit similar to going to the gym. Both work better if you have accountability and someone to spur you on, and that's what the writing courses were really fabulous in. So it was through the Australian Writers' Centre that I found out about an opportunity called literary speed dating through the Australian Society of Authors. This is where you get 3 minutes on Zoom to pitch your novel idea to an agent or publisher. My first ever pitch was to Penguin Random House. I had my Stephen King rejection nail ready to hammer all of my rejections to the wall, but I was so lucky that I didn't need it, because that pitch was a yes and began my journey to publication. After my first ever pitch, I was lucky enough to be offered a 2-book deal by Penguin Random House Australia. Having a deal on the table, I then secured an agent who got me a 2-book deal with HarperCollins USA and a 1-book deal with Nemira Publishing in Romania. I also secured a media rights agent over in Los Angeles who is pitching the novel idea to writers and producers for potential screen adaptation. And for me, this is the most exciting of all, as it was my dream before I wrote the very first word. The Australian Writers' Centre honestly changed my life. It was the seed from which everything else grew. I discovered the importance of having a writing community and being surrounded by aspiring writers and authors who could spur each other on and provide feedback. When I first heard that I was going to be published, I was over the moon and absolutely pinching myself. I think there was champagne involved and tiramisu, and it was just the realization that dreams can come true. Whether you want to write as a hobby, whether you dream of being the next Stephen King, or you want to be a children's book author, I could not recommend the courses more highly. They are so clear and easy to follow. They put you in touch with other aspiring writers who really encourage you to keep going. If it wasn't for the Australian Writers' Centre, I would not be a published author.